Okay, Trading Mama Pro tip. Do not forget to chart your gaps. Why? Because for those of you guys who are wondering why Tesla jumped up and why specifically did it stop at the high of 289.59-ish, 289. Why did it go up there? Where is it going? Let's go back, because if you watched my vlog, I mentioned, and my vlog is actually linked in my in the bio on my YouTube channel, but if you watched it, you would know that I mentioned how trading stocks, if you're using technical analysis, is not like gambling because you rely on patterns and trends and historical data. Well, I want you to pay attention to these gray lines. Okay, I mean, not these gray lines, these beige lines. I'll enlarge them just so that we can't miss them. So these thick beige lines, we're going to go all the way back in time to figure out when this gap was created. We're going back, back some more. Almost touched here, didn't fill. There we go. Look at that gap. That gap was created on July 20th of last year. Okay, this was a earnings response gap, okay? So with that being said, the rule of thumb is the stock is going to fill that gap. We don't know when, we don't know when, we don't know where, we don't know why, we don't know those details. None of us are trading savants. However, we do know that at some point in life, that stock is going to go up or down to fill that gap. Sorry if you heard that. It's my baby. you know, nature calls. Anyway, hi, bub. All of these bodily noises. But yeah, the stock is going to fill that gap, okay? And so when you see stocks doing outlandish things like jumping up $30 out of nowhere, or jumping down, even for earnings, and you're wondering where the direction is or where it could possibly go, and giving you an educated guess, go back and check to see if there were any big gaps that happened in the past. This gap was established more than a year ago, and yeah, as you can also see, and I charted it on the 4-hour, but I'll chart it on the daily just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna make that a little zone. Let's do a supply zone, and we're gonna go all the way back to the future, well, the present, and look at that. So again, Tesla went up today. Today is November 6th, 2024. This is the day after the election. Tesla goes up, touches, and fills this entire gap. Creates another gap, which we will then chart as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on here for you guys. Okay, so now, and I'm going to make that one a little different just so that we're not confusing ourselves. I do that when the gaps are too close together. So now, Tesla's went and closed that gap that was created last year, created a new gap, which again, the rule, it's going to always close that gap at some point. So it just created a new gap that it's going to have to fill at some point. May not be now, may not be this month, it may not even be next year, but that gap will close. And it's now heading to a supply zone or sell zone. So I put a line here at 29466 on my 4-hour chart. 29466. That will be me looking for a potential put, because I do options. He's just picking this time to just do his business. Lord. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So now you know.